He was an artist who was celebrated as a champion for small-town America. An eye for detail is what made him a master storyteller. And this weekend, Andrew McCrea travels the countryside for the story of Norman Rockwell, an American artist whose museum is drawing the respect he deserved.
Norman Rockwell was born in 1894 in New York City. Although the city was his home, it was not the place he wanted to be.
Never really loved city life. The thing that he remembered about his childhood as being very pleasant was during the summer going to upstate New York farms or maybe rural places on Long Island.
Stephanie Plunkett shares the story of Rockwell from the museum devoted to him in Stockbridge, Massachusetts. At the end of his sophomore year in high school, he left traditional education to attend art school. His career began by mostly doing illustrations for children's magazines. We probably know him, though, for his leap to something much larger.
He was encouraged by a friend and cartoonist named Victor Clyde Forsyth to submit his portfolio to the Saturday Evening Post, which Rockwell called the greatest show window in America for an illustrator because it had such a high circulation rate.
The Post's editor gave Rockwell 3 assignments initially. His first work in the Post appeared in May 1916.
He was known as a humorist, and he was known as someone who could really capture these wonderful expressions and gestures and interactions between people that made his work so unique.
Rockwell's career spanned several decades, and in the 1960s he produced several iconic paintings that focused on the changing world around him. It was evident that Rockwell's work was much more than simply paint on the canvas. His scenes are timeless, often depicting humorous interactions of people, capturing moments that stick in our minds long after we see them. Stephanie says Rockwell had a type of person that often became the hero of his works.
He loved the underdog. He did a wonderful series of artworks focusing on a city cousin and his country cousins, and the country cousins always came out looking better.
Rockwell passed in 1978, but his masterpieces seemed to transcend time, bringing thousands of people to the museum to see his work.
He painted the best in us in many ways. He painted the world that he would like to see. And I think his audience responded to that.
While Rockwell's work is now decades or even more than a century old, the stories it tells are often timeless. They are tales of humor as well as deeper truths that we hold dear in this nation. Traveling the countryside in Stockbridge, Massachusetts, I'm Andrew McCrea.
Thank you, Andrew. And check out more Taste of Americana through Andrew's stories on the Farm Journal TV app. Well, when we come back, another toast to history. Machine Repeat joins us for Tractor Tales. That's next.
Watch Markets Now with Michelle Rourke on the Farm Journal YouTube channel, keeping you updated throughout the day on the markets at the open, midday, and close. Find out what moved the markets today and what to expect the market to do next.